I'm going to try and do a video of the two Proton packs that I have for sale on eBay. So right now you're looking at the full-size pack. It was originally made by Bob's Prop Shop. I did some modifications to it. I took out all the electronics on it and replaced it with Rabid Prototypes electronics from Sean Swift. It has like four different uh, firing modes and different colors when you change the mode, and it's got a party mode with all the Ghostbuster songs on it, and it's really a high quality electronics kit. So that's what's in there now. I put clear lenses inside the cyclotron, and then the reflectors, I painted the inside of the reflectors red. So that's that. And then I also put Fincher's e-cig feature inside of it too. So when it will vent smoke that smells like burnt marshmallows. Then Bob's had a Matty wand on it, and so I took that off when I took the electronics off, and I had James Fincher build me a neutrino wand for it. And this neutrino wand is really quite amazing. And then I also upgraded it and put the all aluminum machined knobs. The rack there, it's painted black, but that's all aluminum. I bought it off eBay a few years ago, and when Fincher built this thing, I had him put that on there. And then I also had him put on a real Clippard valve. The aluminum knobs are from Freaky Geeky, and then of course the side knobs, those are also aluminum, but they're painted black. This wand is just, I don't know, it's really amazing. And I also like the way that Fincher made the handles. You can see kind of some, I think they're actually kind of an orange color when he casts them in resin, and then he paints them black, and then rubs off some of the paint, so it looks weathered, and you can see that kind of orange underneath it. And it's the same way with the one in the back. You can see the orange coming through. And so that's pretty neat, and it's pretty hefty, pretty heavy. It also has a twist and pops feature. It'll be kind of hard for me to show, but the handle, that forward handle right there, will twist, like when the Ghostbusters are in the movie and they twist the handle up on the rooftop and they get ready to fire. And it's also got an acrylic tip on it that does retract. I'll see if I can retract it real quick. Okay, there it's retracted. The way you get it to go up is you press this button, or not the button, but the green knob here, and it makes the thing extend. Okay, so it's really a high quality pack. I kind of modified it myself. I put a Nuclear Love pin. That's actually a pin that I bought from somebody off of Etsy, a pin back, and I drilled a small hole in this part of the neutrino wand, and then just super glued this pin in. I don't know, it's kind of cool. I like it. So anyway, so that's, and it also has an S hook, so that that Fincher had made up, so that you can put it on. You hang it from your belt when you don't want to carry it. And on the side here, it's got a. I removed the Dixie cup holder that was on there originally from Bob's, and put Fincher. I think I bought this off eBay, and then I put it on so that it would hold the neutrino wand better. So, sorry, hook it back up. Okay, so what's cool about this too is it does stand up by itself. The way the Alice pack is mounted on there, it stands up by itself. So I think that's kind of a neat feature. Oh, this is a real Raytheon knob. that I bought off somebody on eBay from an electronics store. And so it's not resin cast, it's a real knob, and that controls the volume of the pack. And so, and on the back here, Fincher also took one of the battery pack that powers this thing has been modified by Fincher, and it's inside the pack. And right here are the ports for, there's a port down below right here that you plug in the battery charger, and the pack does come with the charger. Here's the on-off switch I labeled on down here, and you just toggle the toggle switch down to turn it on. This button here is for the e-cig. So say like you want to show somebody the e-cig vent without having to put it in overload, you just press this button and it will vent. And you can demonstrate that. You kind of have to reach around, on your back or whatever. So that's the back. It's got a really nice frame, frame on it. It's got great straps on it. Nice kidney part, kidney belt right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it back around, then I'm going to turn it on. Okay, so we're going to power it up now. Okay, now you can hear it rumbling. I like that feature. Bob's pack didn't do that. When you turned it on, just the lights came on and flashed and stuff, but there was like no sound and the only sound went on the pack originally was when you had the Matty wand on there, and that when you fired it, that's when you heard sound. So the volume is adjustable and stuff like that. So okay, I'll pull this off. I'm gonna lay it here on the floor. Okay, so use the activate button to turn on the neutrino wand. Okay, and right now it's just kind of in like a standby mode, and you can see the bar graph going up and down. There's a flashing white light here. Okay, and then the next thing you do is turn this one on, and that kind of kicks it up some. And this is when you can actually fire it. So, and you'll see the bar graph has done something else, doing something different now. So when you press the intensify button, it should fire. And you can see the bar graph going kind of in and out and stuff when I was firing it. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to turn this on to show you the feature of how to change it to different modes. And now I should be able to press the intensify button and it'll change modes. Okay, so now it's in like a blue mode. The sound is a little bit different. I hope you can hear it. The cyclotron lights are blue. The slow blow light is blue. And when I fire it, it's going to, the light from the tip is going to be blue. Oops, I changed it. Sorry, changed it. You have to turn this switch back on to fire it. So now when I fire it, it will. Okay, so as you turn this one off, hit the intensify, it should go to the next mode. And now it's kind of green, which is cool. And it's bubbling like slime. The slow blow is green. Now to fire it, you turn this back on and hit the activate button. Okay, to change modes again, you go back here, go to intensify. That changes it to white, or no, I'm sorry, not white, it's yellow. And the cyclotron lights, although they don't look yellow in the video, they are yellow. And then when I'm going to fire this thing, you just turn this back on. When you fire this, it makes a pretty cool sound. almost like a stormtrooper's laser gun. Anyway, so that's it. And so then you turn this back on. I'm going to put it back in the original mode. Like this will be the mode like it is when it powers up. Okay, so I'm going to use my foot to activate this and put it in overload. So I've got everything kind of set up. I've got all these switches up, and it's in regular mode. And the overload feature works in all different modes of this thing. So I'm going to use my toe to push this red button here on the front here. So you push this button, and that also gives you a different firing. You can tell it gives you a different firing feature. So, but if I push it and the intensify button at the same time, it goes into overload. And that's a really cool feature. And it smells like burnt marshmallows, and when you show it to people at a con or whatever, they all laugh and think it's pretty cool. And I think it's pretty cool. So that's pretty much how the pack works. It's a really great pack. I don't know, it's heavy. It weighs about 30 pounds, I guess, so it is heavy. But it's pretty cool. Back on. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this down, turn it off, and I'll show you the 80% size pack. I like this one because it does the same thing as the full-size pack does, only it's smaller and it's lighter. And everything is like, okay, so the shell is a Studio Creations vacuum formed shell. But when I commissioned it from Fincher, he added all sorts of like little details to kind of bring out the detail that you couldn't get in a vacuum form mold. And then on the inside, he took some stuff to reinforce it so that wouldn't be flimsy. So it's almost like a fiberglass shell, but it's not. But it has the detail on it that you normally wouldn't find in a vacuum form shell. Sorry. Anyway, and also this is not a real knob, but it is resin cast. But this is where the volume control is for this, just like on the big pack. Okay, and the neutrino wand also has the same feature. It has the twist and pop feature that Fincher built into it. It fires the same way that the large pack does. It's just scaled down. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but it's just scaled down. And it's pretty cool. Pretty cool for what he did. And he had he's made the clippered valves 80% size and everything like that. So, and he had the bumper is a resin cast. I think he 3D printed it at first, and then I think on the website he said that he had resin cast it. So it's pretty sturdy. It's got a lot of detail on it. It's got the aluminum V-hook on it. He took the Alice frame and made it smaller so that it would fit the pack. He custom cut the aluminum motherboard to fit the pack, because each one of the two, he needed the shells before he could cut the aluminum board, because each pack might be a little bit different. So he actually custom cut each one of these boards, the aluminum motherboards, to fit the shell. On the back, it does have the e-cig feature inside of it. Right there, I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of dark. I'm trying to get down, but anyway, right here is the battery that Fincher included with it. It's got a great, got the straps and everything. Okay, and so here is where you charge it over here. Plug the charger in here. It's got the same type of features as far as a toggle switch. You turn the thing on. You actually have to do two things to this. The battery pack has to be turned on here. So now when that's glowing blue, the battery pack is on and it's ready to power. And when you want to turn the pack on, then you would turn this switch to on. Okay. And since I switched it on, there it goes, it kicked up. I'll turn it back around. And it's doing its thing. So there's that. And then the same thing, the features with the neutrino wand are the same. You turn the activate switch on. You've got the little bar graph going. You turn this on, and you turn this on. And now it's ready to go. It's ready to rock and roll. Oh, and then it's got the same. It's got the same pop, twist and pop feature. It's got the acrylic tubing in it, the tip on it that extends, and it should extend. There you go. Okay, there it extended. And when you fire it, okay, it's just as loud as the other. It's just as loud as a full-size pack. Has the same. Has the same features. Only it's just smaller and lighter. And then, so in order to change the modes, you do that. Pick that. Now it's in the blue mode. The video doesn't show it really well, but the lights in the cyclotron are blue. The slow glow light is blue. Turn this back up. Hit the intensify button. Down. Switch it. Now it's in slime mode. Put that back on. Okay. Get that down like that. That changes mode again. And then this does the same thing. Which is pretty cool. And that put back into that, and then we'll turn it. Now we're back into the regular mode. And that's a lot of fun. You get carried away with that. Okay, so let's see. We got to turn this on. Let's see. Turn that on. Oh, wait. Okay. Turn this off. Hold the button down. No, that's not it. Now we're in party mode. So what I did was I put this back. When I put this in activate, I was actually holding the red knob, the red button up there. So hold that down. Loud. Okay. Now I want to change songs. So first you hit the intensify button and watch the bar graph. It went up a little. It went up one little bar. Now in order to change the song, you go up here and now you're in a different song. Next song. I like how the cyclotron lights play with the music. to the Ghostbuster sound. Ghostbusters. Okay, that's a 20-minute video. Sorry it's so long, but that shows you the features of the pads. Bye. Have a good day.